Shut the vents off. We got our shade pulled down. All the vent fans shut. All right, got your coffee. Got our equipment.
Hi,
We're at the Valley of Fire State Park.
Las Vegas.
Give it just a minute.
Okay. Here's a fun fact for those of you that are movie buffs. There's a 80s film with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it called Total Recall. And the scenes where they shot on Mars was filmed here in the Valley of Fire because it resembles Mars apparently.
It does. I've been there a time or two. It does look like Mars. At least when I was there. Little ground squirrels. Hi. Aren't they cute?
The Valley of Fire squirrels just got Costco. Nice.
Yeah, we brought Costco out to the Valley of Fire for little ground squirrels. Squinnies, or whatever you call them. That's what we used to call them back in Iowa. Except they had a little
They didn't look like
chipmunk. Except they had a little different tail than they had back where we're from. They had a little bushy tail. They're cute.
Very cute.
My mom used to get them to eat right out of her hand. Guessing all the red irons turned the sand red.
You guys see, if you count the fingers on some of the hands, some of them have 5, and one of them has 6.
Is the one with 6 the big one?
Yeah. Why do
Okay.
you think they would have carved an image with a thumb and 5 digits?
Aliens.
No, these are not aliens, but I like that. I like that theory. I'm not sure how many people you know this. Having 6 fingers is actually the dominant human trait, not 5. We all have the recessive gene. So what thousands of years ago, it actually would have been more common for humans to be born with 6 digits. Not more common than 5, but it was starting to work its way out of our systems the way we were breeding at the time. But people with 6 digits would have often been worshipped as almost godlike. This area around Valley of Fire was home to lots of historic tribes. The Moapa that live up here today, just on the west side of the park, are kind of descendants of different groups of people, like the basket makers, the gypsum people, the Pueblo, the Anasazi, and the Southern Paiutes. Pictographs are different than petroglyphs. Petroglyphs are carved into the desert varnish. Pictographs are painted on or dyed into the rock with a dye they make out of ground up sandstone, egg whites, human saliva, sometimes blood, and they're just little lines, markings. Our theories on what they are, they used to send the young men from the tribes out on these quests to prove their manhood. Essentially, there's a flower out here called moon lily. It's a hallucinogenic. They get them really, really high and send them out into the desert to survive. And we believe that's what was happening there. We don't know for sure, but that's in theory what was happening. This plant, though, is mistletoe. Mistletoe grows here in the Mojave Desert. It's a very, very common plant out here. I don't really understand, too, why we celebrate this thing at Christmas time and think it's romantic to kiss under it. This is a poisonous parasitic plant.
Yeah.
Like, the berries are toxic, and it's growing on this other plant and killing it, sucking the life out of it, literally. Maybe that's a metaphor for marriage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't think of a more perfect
Metaphor for love, right? Helps our plants cycle through their lives. By killing this off, this is actually a good thing, because this plant is going to provide nutrients for other plants in the future.
guy with the tight camera. Oh, that's cool. Did we say 4,000 years ago? It's markings are petroglyphs from 4,000 years ago. Over 4,000 years ago. A bighorn sheep right up here laying on the rock. There's a couple more bighorn sheep back here we're gonna see if we can get closer to. Some really cool rock formations in Valley of the Fire.
What?
I thought I saw something. I thought I saw something run past me. Well, you know what it was? The string was swinging. And I saw something going, what was that?
Don't do that when you're walking in the desert.
You don't do that when your wife's following behind you. It gives her a heart attack.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me show you this view instead of us. Should we take a piece of mistletoe?
No, it's deadly, poisonous. Didn't you hear what he was talking about?
Yes. Yes, I did.
The sheep still there?
Yep, they're down here. Be very quiet. We're hunting sheep today. So here's the entrance to Arch Rock Campground. I suppose you could probably get a Class A in this area as long as you can turn around and not go around that other bend
Yeah.
over there. We do not see any Class A's in here. Only thing we see are travel trailer fifth wheels and pop-up campers, Class C's.
There's a nice site. They have water and electric hookups. No sewer, but there is a dump station not too far. And the cost is $20 a night, plus $10 if you want the utility hookups. And there's a $2 discount if you're a Nevada resident. But they have some really cool sites. I mean, look at these rock formations where you would be camping.
I'll turn around here and give you a little view of this campsite. I mean,
Then you got a covered picnic table.
yeah.
It has a grill over to the right and a little fire pit thing there too, I think.
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. So $30 a night and you have your full hookups with your dump station just down the road. So this is a 3/4 mile walk, huh?
Yeah.
Round trip hike called Mouse's Trail. Mouse's Den.
Tank.
Mouse's Tank.
some outlaw in the 1800s that used to hide out here.
What used to hide out here?
An outlaw in the 1800s, but
Was his name Mouse?
apparently. But
Nickname?
this is a basin where water collects during high rains, I guess, or something.
Did you not fall?
Oh, there.
There's some petroglyphs. Petroglyphs. Petroglyphs on the rocks from the ancient Indian tribes. Those are really cool, aren't they? Over 4,000 years old. How amazing is that? We're seeing petroglyphs all through this canyon.
Just one right after the other.
Michelle saw one way up high. Took me a while to even find it.
There's some right
And,
there.
Some there. Some here. But again, this is a 3/4 mile hike. What else do we talk about when we're out not looking at sights? Where are we going to eat tonight? What are we going to eat tonight? Anything out of the freezer? Thawing out?
Oh gosh, I didn't even see those at first.
Bunch of footsteps. Yeah, you see, I found the bird.
This is amazing. Alright, so end of trail, 20 yards. Come to this point.
Oh, is that supposed to mark the end of it? Because you can't really go down there. Oh, there's
no.
water.
This must have been Mouse's bathtub.
Oh, that's Mouse's tank. It says at the end of the trail.
So this is called Mouse's tank.
This is where the outlaw hid out, evidently in the 1800s. Some outlaw named Mouse.
Probably named him Mouse because he's hidden holes. That's kind of cool. We're at Fire Wave or Wave Fire, something like that.
Yeah.
But look at these views. This is absolutely gorgeous. art.
So this is called white domes because of the sandstone as background to the white dome here.
Because of this white dome?
And there is a hiking trail. I think it starts there. However, it takes about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, and it's already after 4 here, and it's going to be getting dark soon. So we'll have to, if we want to do that, we'll have to come back another day. Maybe come directly.
So we still got quite a ways to go yet.
Yeah.
For the rest of the park.
But so we are here. We came in down here.
Visitor center and
Go all the way back, and then could go either go out that way or
this
back.
is the trail. I think we have to come.
Oh.
That is White Hills Road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
great.
Well, let's get moving. Just thinking that all of these rocks, formations, were, I mean, you think of 4,000 years ago, okay, the Indians were here, some of those, what did they call them, the whatever, jibber jabbers, poly whatever, markings that they would write on the rocks. Okay, so that's, anyway, 4,000 years old.
Really old
4,000, really old.
markings.
And then you think of 4,000 years old, how old that is, and then you think 1 million years old. Just think of how old 1 million years is. These rock formations are 150 million years old. That is just crazy. And Michelle saw our bighorn sheep today.
Finally! Woohoo! And up close,
Yeah,
like pretty close.
I know, we walked by this area, then went and looked at one of those poly things. And turned around and came back and just looked up. Well, there's your bighorn sheep there, Michelle. This is really super cool.
Built with native sandstone by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s as a shelter for travelers of the Arrowhead Trail.
The cabins. This is very well worth it. $10 per vehicle to get in here.
Petroglyphs right there.
Yep.
Pretty nice sized cabin. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Come on in.
Come with us.
Squirrel's got to get a nut. The rest is ours.
Yeah.
Mine, not mine.
Fancy nuts from Costco.
I don't know what to do. Go that way. No, go that way. Go that way.